Hey everybody, welcome back to Daily Trade Plans. So, I haven't done one of these in a while, but I want to get all my thoughts out on where Bitcoin's going and what I think could happen in the coming days. So, let's start on our weekly, monthly, and move down. So, monthly, we don't have much data here, but this is obviously bullish market structure, higher low, higher high, putting in a higher low here maybe. Nothing much to see here. Weekly, we have the same thing, still heading up, still looking pretty bullish unless we take out this low here. I'm still happy with that. Sorry, what was I going to show? Daily is kind of looking bearish, man. I'm not gonna lie. We're making higher lows and lower lows. Like, we took this low here. That's pretty bearish. So what I wanted to show is this whole range here. Look at our gaps. Like, this is something that's pretty critical that no one's really talking about. Are low volume areas. So low volume areas are places where price really doesn't trade for long. So this area, we came through it, we didn't retest, we didn't sit in this area. The areas where you only really see a couple candles go in and out of once in a while, instead of ranging there, those are areas that are key because they're likely to be filled. So what I was looking for a long originally was I wanted to see this zone get filled. This entire low volume area. Like, if I go back in time, take a look at what I was waiting for here. Look how low volume this area was. This entire area here was just low volume. So I was waiting for price to retest it and maybe find some support around the, a little before this high volume node area and a little before the end of that box. So I actually longed with that confirmation with this SFP here. It was a daily long. It was pretty good, but enough of that. So I'll show you. The reason I'm talking about this is these are really powerful. These are areas that I think price can often retrace to. So this one is not likely in the short term because we're pretty bearish, but we'll definitely see that at some point, I think. There's so much liquidity up there. But this area here, I think we still need to see some more chopping around in there. We haven't spent enough time in there. That's what the whole point of this is. We also didn't spend enough time down here. This little zone here. Just barely. See, we recently retested it, but this one I'm not so crazy about filling, but this one I think we need to come down, spend a couple days down here, like maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, and an SFP that low before we can see, we can test this support finally again. We can fill this gap a little bit more. Maybe we can spend a day down there, but we can definitely clean up this gap and make less gaps in the market. So if I were to be looking for that, I want to see an SFP, clear SFP, stop at the low, and from there, I want to be targeting our all-time highs. Like, simply, I just want to be targeting all-time highs from that, because importantly, if we can hold, if we can not close a candle below this, that'll continue my idea of bullish market structure long term, and we could get a change of structure here. We could really get a change of structure right here. If we can come down here, we put in a lower low, a higher low, and then a higher high. That would be my real entry. I can't really trade the SFP just off that. I gotta wait for that higher low after the higher high to get in. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm kind of bullish if we can come down and fill this, but I don't know what's going to happen right now. No one does. Anyone telling you they do is lying. We got to just be waiting. We got to wait and see if that gap gets filled. But that gap is a really key area that I'm looking for. So next, let's move to our local range. Let's look at our 2 hours. So if we take a fixed range, same sort of thing I'm looking at here. We are a point of control, which we kind of just tapped. What I'd like to first do is look for areas of gaps. So here. So yeah, that's pretty clear. We seem to like to tap this a lot. Like, just taps, like not staying there very long. That's pretty clear by this. But what I think is we are going to see a fill of one of these areas. So we're going to see a fill of that, and we definitely will see a fill of this. Because these massive candles here, they just like to avoid it. They kind of don't trade in that area a lot. And it seems it always happens in these areas. So another one is here. But I think we'll definitely retest that. This one will definitely get filled. We're going to come down and see some lows. This down here doesn't really matter. We just haven't gone into that part of the range yet. This part, we've been in this area of the range, but we just haven't tapped it. So what I think we see first, it's pretty clear. We're close to this one. I think we come up. We're going to bounce around a little. We're going to not SFP this high or this high. Like, that's really important. I really don't think we SFP this because I think we're going to spend some time in here, fill this gap out a little bit. We're going to come up, maybe have a fake SFP, and then reject, keep. We're going to bounce around a little, BART, and then we're going to get a SFP of the original high we put in, and then we can short that. What I want to see is something like this. Spend a little bit of time, boom, up, and then we can come down, lower high, boom. Change your market structure right there, entry, target the gap. And when we target that gap, we are going to bounce around a little, so we can take out some liquidity. Like, we can take out this low here, take out this low. It's all possible. And considering the fact that if we come up here, that would solidify a lower high right here. That would be bearish. So I'd be looking for more than just this gap as a target. So maybe my first take profit would be somewhere. It's not set in stone, but we're gonna probably come up higher, whatever. Maybe the golden pocket. Who knows? Oh, we already hit that. Yeah, I don't know. Can't really tell right now. We gotta wait for the market to play out, something like that. But I think I'd be targeting maybe the gap area, somewhere in the gaps, this liquidity or something, and then for first TP. But I want to let this run because seriously, if we can break that, if we can make a lower high, sorry, then I think there's a good chance we make a lower high here, or we SFP this and I long. But really depends. We could definitely see down here. That would be a nice trade. That's one of my other plans. So that's enough of my swing plans. These are the kind of plans I want to like take on a higher time frame, keep on a higher time frame, set and forget. You know, have some money printing in the background. So what are my scalps looking like? So hourly, let's just take a look at our range real quick. Same thing on the hourly. We don't really have any huge gaps. It's all crap. Hold on, I'm on the wrong setup. Not really any huge gaps on the hourly, like in our local range here, but definitely we have to be aware of this one because we did gap it here, here, all around here. That's an area that I think we'll see. We're kind of starting to fill that gap a little bit. If we go back in time, before this pump, we had a much bigger gap here that we're starting to fill it up. Take a look, let's see how much smaller it is. Yeah, it's starting to fill up. It's starting to be in the value area more. We're trading around the point of control. That's just what's going to happen in a range. That's because it is the point of control. So yeah, we're looking at this gap. I think it'll get filled. We're just going to come down, trade a little. Or maybe it'll happen after this, after the thing I was talking about where we don't SFP this and we just chill up here, fill that 3 hour gap or whatever it was, and then we'll come down, we'll put in a higher low, a lower high, and then we'll go. But that would confirm nicely with my ideas that I was talking about before. So let's do some order flow analysis on this really quick. We'll look at our hourly. So I'm going to tell you what I think is going on here. So the issue is I don't really see any trap traders down here. No, sorry, not here. Like on the hourly, I don't see enough trap traders for this to be a big move. Like my scalp, my day trade on the 15, yeah, I saw a ton. I saw so many shorts here. I took that on a YouTube short. I posted a YouTube short about that the other day. I saw the demand coming in. I saw the massive shorts getting in at the bottom. They were trapped. But on the hourly, it's not significant enough. There's not enough trap traders. Like that's higher up on the candle. We did have some good demand. But what I'm looking at here is this move also isn't enough to cause our down move. Like we had some shorts, but we didn't really have any longs stuck up there. So I want to see a move that it has significant hourly pressure that will trap traders and confirm my move. So this is not enough. I don't think this high was enough to make it a downtrend, but I definitely think this one could have been. We had lots of supply, a couple longs, but I think we could still take that out. I don't think that's enough. There was enough trap traders on this candle to not to send the price all the way down. I think we will retest that maybe. Who knows? Really depends. This one was an SFP. This guy, let's take a look. Yeah, there's some good shorts here. Couple longs near the top. Whatever. We'll do this same analysis on the daily. What I was saying is this definitely does not. There's no trap traders here, man. They're all at the high of the candle. These are the stops. There's no shorts getting into the bottom. There's no shorts getting wrecked here. And there's no real demand. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, up here, we definitely had the sells at the top. That's some demand. So lots of sells, lots of sells. We had some buys, some buys. But that's probably why we haven't taken this low completely. We haven't made a huge move yet. If we look up here, let's look. Yeah, look at those buys. Look at that buy right there. Let me show you. I can't really show you, but yeah, that's what started the downtrend. Lots of buys, lots of buys. Significant moves have lots of buys stuck at the top, lots of sells. Here we go. That wasn't a significant move. So this one, there we go. Lots of buys, lots of sells at the top. Here we go. Lots of sells at the bottom. But there wasn't too many longs at the bottom either, you know. And there's some buying the top happening here, which kind of cancels that out. But look at this low. Like, the fact we knew we would get a move up. That's how I got into this long, because of the market structure and this. Look at those shorts at the bottom there. So many shorts getting in at the bottom there, man. It's insane. And yeah, here we go. There's the longs. There's the longs opening. More shorts opening. There's some longs, 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 shorts, shorts, longs, longs, just all the way up. Yeah, there we go. And then shorts opening. Shorts starting to open at the top. And then, yeah, we got shorts opening all the way at the top. We had some longs opening over here. That's what caused this. But yeah, I'm not seeing any real shorts trapped down here. So I don't think this move is real. And I'm not seeing any longs here. So I don't think this up is real. We can definitely go take that. So what I'm trying to say is I don't think the bottom's in yet. And I don't think this is our top here. I think we can this is definitely not our top here. I can tell you that. But I think we'll take this too, because I don't see any trap traders, or at least enough to, that's just stops there. I don't see enough trap traders that would cause us to not take that, or this to be our significant high. Same with this, we could definitely take this. It's not out of the picture. Like, it's completely a possibility, man, to go take this high one more time. You know? It's definitely still possible. So yeah, I got a couple of scenarios. I want to take these highs out, of course, with SFP confirmations, with market structure breaks, with trap traders. That's all I need. And then these lows here, I want to see. I'm not longing for a while, man. I don't want to long. I want to long after we see. Sorry, where was it? I want to see some of these gaps get filled first before I long. This needs to be filled. The higher time frame gap needs to be filled. Because price is going to gravitate to that area over time. This gap needs to be filled for sure. This gap needs to be filled. This massive gap here. This needs to be filled like soon, or else I'm not longing, like swing longing until then. So let's talk about my scalps now real quick. Okay, so scalps, it's simple. I'm just looking for SFPs. You know, same confirmations that I just discussed on the higher time frames. This was an SFP I was going to take, but I forgot this guy right here. I was going to take it, but I was already in a long. It was so juicy. It had all the trap traders and everything. So this one was good. This was good. This is an SFP I took the other day. It was so nice. It was also an SFP of a really previous low we had here. And also, yeah, this guy right here. All of that. And we swept all this liquidity here. It was just so nice. It was just perfect. Also took this SFP right here. It was great. But yeah, we're just looking for SFPs. Real simple, like highs and lows, areas where price is going to reverse, anywhere. We just want to see trap traders, shorts, and then we want to see stops. Stops getting hit and trap traders. You can tell the difference with open interest. I'm going to make a video on this later, how to analyze order flow. It's really important. It's probably my favorite way to trade. It allows more interpretation. It leaves it up to you, you know. But yeah, those are my plans. I want to see on the daily, I want to see a market structure shift, and I want to see our big gaps to get filled. So I want to see this guy get filled, this area again. I want to see this whole area here have some more time spent in it before I want to be longing. either we take these highs out without coming there, but I really want to see these gaps disappear before I'm longing, because otherwise price is going to gravitate to them and I'm just going to be longing and it's going to go down there anyway. In summary, wait for your gaps. 4 hour here, same thing, you know. Let's see, sorry, my 1 hour, I'm looking at our recent range here. Again, waiting for these gaps here. Want some more time spent in these before I'm longing. And yeah, again, I also want to see more time spent in here shorting before I'm shorting. So again, my setup was somewhere come up here, make a high, SFP it, boom, long on the market structure shift, short down to the gap, maybe lower. Or we could also see, since I didn't think this was a significant high with the trap traders, this one was, but this one wasn't. I want to see, we can fill this, and then maybe continue up. We fill this, keep going, keep going, keep going, and then boom. But if we do this, we would confirm our market structure, higher low, higher high, sorry, lower high, lower high, lower high, and that's higher low, that's lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then higher low, lower low. That would happen. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for, guys. Wait for your gaps to the price to gravitate towards your gaps, and just trade whatever you see. Trade whatever you think is happening. Trade whatever the traders are doing. If you fill the gap and you make an SFP, you know price is going to leave that area. It's pretty obvious. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. I don't have many scalps, but scalps that I can't really plan out, I'll try to plan them out the day of, but I'm not trading this weekend until Sunday, like late Sunday, like 5:30 p.m. I don't want to trade Saturday. I get wrecked every time I do it. But yeah, see you guys. Don't get wrecked. Keep your risk management good, and yeah, plan your trades. See ya.